So she's at 67. Yeah, she's at like really high stats. So we're gonna. Ooh, okay, 4.6 million basically. Holy! Alrighty, so a friend of mine has messaged me asking about this, this sort of glitch thing that you can do where apparently Sigurd's passive doesn't proc with Elaine for whatever reason, which people have talked about. Did see somebody post on Reddit about it, but he has messed around and found out that you can actually, it does work somehow, but it stacks as well. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to get him to sort of explain it to me a little bit more in detail. But basically, you can make Brunhild do some actually insane damage. So he's basically going to, he's already proc the passive here. He does have both of these, like the Elaine lower and the Brunhild lower on me at the same time. And so I think he said I have somewhere around like minus 80% defense-related stats or something. He's gonna extort me, and then I think he said the Brunhild weak point skill like goes crazy or something. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what he's saying here. Okay, so he basically wants me to do damage to Brunhild if possible. So that way, I think she's gonna be getting. Ooh, I think I might have killed here, actually. Okay, she lives, but I think because we killed the the tier, it might have broke it. I'm not 100% sure because I think he was wanting to get the berserk damage off of Tier's passive. So let me set that up one more time. All right. So back to my turn. We're gonna try this one more time. I think the Pierce card from Freya did too much, actually, I think we do that and then this, and then we'll just throw that on for whatever reason. But this should deal some decent damage. We're basically just getting the Berserk stack, or the Berserk part of Tier's passive onto Brunhild here, so she just gets as much as possible. And then she should basically just absolutely obliterate my team here. He sent me a screenshot of her doing like 4 million damage. Obviously, this is a little bit of a weird scenario because we're doing 4v4, so this is like absolute best case. But he said that he has used it in PvP a little bit, and it surprisingly worked some. So, God! Okay, so I can't see the damage number, but we're going to roll reversal, and we'll do it where I'm the one attacking, and we'll we'll see how much damage it actually is. Alrighty, so we're going with me this time. I'm going to be the one going or doing the actual damage. He's basically just using all Ragnarok characters, so that way it'll boost Brunhild's passive even more. So, like I said, obviously this is a little bit catered, a little bit of a setup scenario here, but even then, like, you can get still pretty decent performance, I think, if you were to try it maybe in PvP. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the JP patch notes talked about fixing this bug, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm not going to feel bad about just abusing it right here a little bit before they patch it. So I'm going to try to release this a little bit, like, maybe on Sunday or something like that, so that hey, you guys can't go rampant with this thing. But either way, it should be fine. So let's go for the extort. This is level 2, or this is level 1. I would maybe like to try and set up a little bit if possible. So I think what I'm going to do here is use these skills, and then next turn I think I'll try to buff up and then use the Brunhild card. See if we can pull like a level 2 card or something like that. So I'm not sure. We might end up... Oh my god. Okay, did way more damage to Tier than I was expecting, so that's actually going to cut a little bit of Brunhild's passive there. We don't end up pulling any of the extra cards that I was hoping for, unfortunately. Let's see. That's also going to hurt the number at the end because there's going to be one less character on the field too. So let's see how much... Okay, so because he doesn't have Elaine on the field, even with his Sigurd passive procced, like, he doesn't do nearly as much damage, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, obviously, Thonar's not going to do a whole lot in general, but it is kind of crazy. Let me see. So we're going to buff up, and then we're going to AoE, and then that should pretty much be game. And then maybe we'll do it one more time with 4 people on the field just to show. But, yeah, I don't know. Kind of a weird, crazy scenario. Okay, 1.5. That's with Brunhild on the field, too, so she can't be debuffed too much. because she can only have one debuff on at a time. So let's set it up a little bit, or one more time, and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so we're back here. I'm going to go ahead and extort this turn because it does last for 2 turns. I could potentially just go ahead and buff up. I think we'll just go ahead and get rid of this maybe, and then move a Brunhild card because I'm too scared to attack with anyone decent because they're going to do too much damage. Okay, I'm glad that didn't kill it. I just need him to do a little bit of damage to Brunhild so that way we can pop some of Tyr's like Berserk ability. Still no better cards, unfortunately, but we should be able to buff up and then go ahead and weak point here. So, I do have the taunt with Tyr, which is a little bit annoying, but I guess it is what it is. There's not really anything I can do about that. I guess we could technically like wait an extra turn, but okay. So Brunhild's actually not going to get any use out of the passive here. Maybe I stall for one more turn so he can do a little bit more or just to get some extra berserk on the Brunhild here. So give us just a second here. All right, so he's attacking into me. It's actually kind of crazy how little damage he's doing, which, I mean, we're not lowering, like, crazy attack-related stats or anything super crazy, but we reapply all of our debuffs here. We're going to buff up with the attack, and then we're just going to go ahead and attack. I do have a level 2 Tyr card. I'm tempted to kind of use that, because, I mean, Tyr should potentially do decent damage, plus he's lost some HP as well. Maybe we'll go for the Tyr, actually, just to see how it goes. Just because I have a level 2, I'm very interested. Plus, everybody has weak point, or like everybody has debuffs on and everything. We should be 3.4, which is kind of crazy. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously not as good as like 4 million damage. He said that whenever he did it against me, he did get 4 million with his Brunhild. So, God, that's actually kind of crazy, man. Alrighty, so we're stalling for an extra turn here. He's just doing as much damage as he can to Brunhild without killing. We're about half HP, which seems pretty decent. A little bit more than half HP, but I think at a certain point it caps out. I'm not 100% sure what the cap is. We do have a level 2 buff card with Elaine, though, so that's 20% attack related instead of 15, which is a little bit abysmal, to be honest with you. But we're going to try it like this. We'll see how it goes. Not exactly sure what to expect here, but... Ooh, okay, so another 3.5 basically, so not quite 4 million, but still actually insane that you can do that much damage. Obviously, probably a little bit, you know, like I said, not a scenario that you can pull off as well in PvP, because obviously, like, we're getting extra damage out because of the maxed out Brunhild passive and everything, and then on top of that, you know, the team that he's got isn't really great. Obviously, against the actual meta, probably not going to work as well, but still really funny that it sort of works out like this. So should get patched in the next update, but either way, I think it's really funny that it's so, like, screwed up right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you later.